This is an emergency, I beg an urgently. This is a serious case. The way you put in work on me, just like a surgeon when you operate that face.
See about this. What about now?
Yeah, it's a little better now.
Okay. All right. So you did a 5-card spread, correct?
Yes.
All right. Woo! Oh, I love the way that Florida water smells. All right. So I'm gonna shuffle the cards a little bit. I'm gonna shuffle the cards twice and everything, and let's do this. Let's do this. I see on your selection you got the 7th house, so you know you got to pull a clarifier, right?
Okay.
When it comes to that house, you have to pull a clarifier.
Okay.
All right, let me set that for you. All right, I want you to say your name, your first name one time. Do I have permission to cut your cards?
Yes.
All right, sorry, in the 1 house. Okay. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, so we're gonna just start off with this. We're gonna start off with this. So in your first house, all right, the card you selected, the first your first card you selected was your 2nd house. So your first card will be representation of your 2nd house, and your 2nd house is ruled by Taurus and is governed by Venus. Taurus is stubborn or either cautious. Venus is love, passion, you know, all that good stuff right there. But your 2nd house represent economic affairs in the present, the here and the now. Whether that be money, cars, housing, all that good stuff. And in this house right here, you have the 2 of water. You have the 2 of water in the upside down position. Now, what this is telling me that having the 2 of water in the upside down position in your house of economic affairs right now, this is telling me that there's an emotional detachment from your money, but this is due to a mate. They're telling me that this is due to a mate, like if it's not your boyfriend or your husband not giving you any money, or not, they saying not paying their weight. That's the word they're using, not paying their weight, and you're having to foot the majority of the bill, even down to the point of a medical issue, a medical incident. They saying you have to support. They saying you're having to support yourself, and your helpmate not helping you. Am I making sense to you?
Yes or no?
You say yes and no?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask the spirit to elaborate more. So, you're pretty emotional about your money, right?
Right.
And you're pretty emotional about the person that's not giving you what you feel you desire or what you feel you need when it comes to money.
Right.
Now, they're saying by this being an emotional thing, they're saying this is somebody very close to you. If not a boyfriend or a husband, This will have to be like a child or a roommate or something along those lines. Somebody who you have an emotional attachment to, who has been funding you, taking care of you, supporting you, or supporting as a co-op. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
So now, if you you understand what they're saying about this card, because I'm going to ask you, do you want to clarify?
Yes, I would like to clarify.
All right. So now you ask this card a question.
Okay. Who is this person that not supporting me?
Who is the person that's not supporting her? Give her a clear definition. Guide her downloads to her. Who is this person that she's not seeing that's not supporting her? Freedom. The person that's not supporting you is freedom. So this is the person that feel this is the person that feel that he or she is giving you too much money to where they keep telling you that they can't do anything. They keep saying, I don't have money to do anything I want to do. They're looking for freedom.
How should I say yes or no? Say yes or no.
You have to say yes and no. So is there anybody around you that's arguing with you about money?
No.
Is there anybody around you that you feel are hiding money from you?
No.
Well, something is up with this money thing. So we're gonna leave this house right here, and we're gonna go to the next house, and we'll circle back around when we got time. Cause you really gotta know. Cause, and I'm gonna tell you what the spirit is telling me. They saying that you're not just alone in this, and you're not just alone in this, and you don't have all the money in the world, and somebody is helping you with your bills, helping you with this, or you have some money coming from somewhere, an entity, like an organization. We'll just drop the human and say organization. They saying that you're not seeing it, so I will figure out what's going on there. So
Okay.
moving on to your next card. Your next card represents your third house. Your third house is ruled by Gemini and is governed by Mercury. Your third house represents communication. Now, with Gemini being the head of this house, this means communication either good or bad, light or dark, time and distant, infinity and eternity. Doesn't matter, it's communication. And in this house of communication, you have Elegba. You have Elegba, the Orisha Elegba, in your house of communication. One thing we got to know about what Elegba does, he opens and closes doors. So now in your house of communication, he's telling you that there is a door opening for you to which you could communicate to that person who you don't know, and you can communicate to that person and say, hey, I need help with this. I need help with that. Are you following him so far?
Yeah.
But you still don't know the person who you need to ask for money.
Nope.
But you understand that there's somebody you need to ask for money.
Yeah.
All right. Now would you like to ask this card a question?
Yeah. Who
Go.
is the person I'm supposed to ask for the money?
Okay. Who is the person she's supposed to ask for money? Who is the person she's supposed to ask? Who is the person that she's supposed to communicate with? You're telling her that she needs to ask somebody for money. Who is this person? Help her, help her. It says focus upon your strengths. You have been taking care of this person. All right, so, okay, Spirit, she's not understanding you. I know what you're showing me, but she's not seeing it. You have to go a little deeper for her. Please. I want her to get the best readings you can get, so you're gonna have to go a little deeper for her.
Yeah. Is this present or past?
This is now.
Oh.
This is present. Okay, so fourth house. Fourth house is the ace of earth. A decision you got to make within your household. So she got an ace of earth, so this is being stubborn in the household. So this is an unmovable force. Who do you live with? Who are you currently living with in your household?
I live with what? My mom and my sister and my daughter and my nephew.
Mom, sister, daughter, nephew, right?
Yeah.
And everybody in the house is making great money.
Not really. No, my daughter is college student.
So she's not living in your house then. She's a college student.
Yeah, but she's there now. You know, it's holiday time. She's there.
Right, correct. Now let's go. Let's exclude the daughter because I'm trying to help you understand. Let's exclude the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
are you okay? Now excluding the four, you got the four people living in your house. Is everybody pulling their weight?
I would say yes. I would say yes.
So everybody's pulling their weight. So who do you say focus upon your strength? Focus upon your strength, and you need to focus upon your strength. Focus upon your strength. The doorways are open for you to ask this person for finance. Then let's take it out of the hands of let's take it out of the hands of a person, and let's say, what about your job? Have you decided to ask them for a raise?
Well, the job I have, you can't ask for it like this. You can't. No, it's not a, how should I say? It's one of those jobs where you have your evaluation every year.
Okay.
There's nothing you can ask for now.
So so Spirit, why are you telling me that this lady is having she's emotional wreck about money? The Spirit is telling me that you are emotional about money right now, and that you need to open your mouth. I don't know what they are telling me about you. It's something to do with money, and you need to ask for money.
Yeah, it's a lot of things to do with money-wise, but who do I go to? Because the people I have around me, no. It's no. You know, I want to talk to you, but I want you to talk to me. Because I know you keep saying, don't tell me anything. I need to say. So that's why I'm just listening, kind of, because I don't want to tell you anything. I want you to tell me.
Well, then that's typically not how it works. that's typically not how it works. So this is how it works. When you're doing a tarot reading, the spirit you contact the spirit for answers, not to get the spirit to tell you everything that's going on. It's basically the spirit tells you what it thinks you should know to better your life and things like that. And if you and that's how it works. So it's like a conversation. You have I tell you what the spirit tell me. You tell me, am I right or wrong about it? And then you ask the spirit a question. That way the spirit can go more in depth for you.
I understand that. That's why I say I'm just maybe at the end I would depending on whatever I would tell you what's going on at the end.
Well, that's the thing. We can't get to the end because the spirit don't let me go any further if I can't not get you to understand these cards, because you contracted me. And if you say I don't understand this card, the spirit is going to keep on giving scenarios to help you understand how to get to that point, because this is stuff the spirit feel you need to know. But if you say Baron, I'm 100% good on what the spirit is trying to tell me, now the spirit is saying what the hell he going wrong at. So now let's flip it all around. I don't think you need a card. I don't think you need a card reading. Again, I think you need a consultation. So we don't need to read a card. You just need to ask me questions, and I need to give you answers. Is that basically it?
Yes and no. When you say consultation, would you, if I ask, okay, am I getting married tomorrow?
You will act, okay. That would be, you can say, Baron, am I getting married tomorrow? I will repeat your question to the spirit, and the spirit will say yes. The spirit will give you I pulled 3 cards pertaining to your one question. The spirit would then give me the message to give to you.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Well, to be frank, to deal with the money aspect, I do have a lot of stress around money. But who do I talk to? Because I don't know anyone I could talk to. I did apply for loans, they were denied. So I have no idea. You know, that's why I'm lost on there.
Okay, so you apply for a loan with a government entity or with an entity, but you don't have nobody from the home country. You can say, hey, I need a little assistance here. You don't, nothing, nobody. And everybody, but everybody is pulling their weight in the house. You don't think somebody can do more. That's the spirit is ruining it down to the bottom line. He said, there's somebody in your household that can do more when it comes to money to alleviate your situation. You got to ask for it. Those are these 2 cards in a lump sum.
Well, as far as I can see, you see, my sister is the main breadwinner there, right? And she's building now. So this is not somebody I could go to. My mom she's old already. You know, she's age above. She can't do anything. She's not working. My nephew is just a young little boy. So, you know, that's why I'm saying there's no one in the house. That's why I'm saying that.
They didn't say in the house, because we didn't get to your house card yet. They're not saying house. They're saying there's somebody you can ask money from. I'm telling you to ask the closest people to you, because this is when it becomes emotional, when this is close people to you. The house card, we haven't got to your 4th house yet, because in your 4th house you have the Ace of Earth, and it says, and it's a Taurus card. It's an Ace of Earth, and it's a Taurus card, and it says stubbornness. That somebody is standing their ground when it comes to your house and home. Like somebody is being very stubborn. Okay, I'm finna put these cards up, and because I think we'll be all day doing this, because we're 18 minutes in. We got the 2 cards, and we didn't get it. So now I'm finna change this whole thing around, and I need you to ask me questions. I'm finna reshuffle, and I just want you to ask me questions, any concerns you may have. And we got about 15 minutes. So I want you to ask me those questions. This is going to create a doubt. And don't worry, this is not being recorded. So please feel free. Because I want you to get the understanding, and I want you to get the help you need. But Spirit don't want to do a reading for you. He says that that's not what you need. So you need answers. So now that everything is going, what I need for you to do, all right, I'm cutting the cards. Now ask me a question that you're concerned with.
Okay, what I would like to know more or less is there any blockage in me spiritually? Is there any blockage that preventing me from going further in, like somebody doing something on me or something?
Is there any blockages on her that's preventing her from doing anything she want to do in life? Is there any blockages? 1, it says crystals. 2, trust. 3, take charge of the situation. Crystals. So it says, are there any blockages going on around you that anybody's stopping you from doing this? The first one is crystal. The first one is crystal. It means that you're looking. They're telling me that you are 100% looking for something to be wrong with you when there's not. They're telling me no. They say, but you're spending your time so much on the metaphysical realm thinking somebody messing with you, all because the Wheel of Fortune has turned in the opposite direction. This is just your time. This is just your time to reflect and recalibrate. So there's nobody doing any voodoo, hoodoo, ritual, root work, or anything on you. The second card that tells me that there's nobody doing anything to you, it says trust. You have to trust that everything is okay. You have to start like looking into the future. You got to trust that everything that you do is you're gonna do it. If you set out to do something, you're gonna do it. Trust yourself. Trust that nothing can stop you from doing what you want to do. The third card, you asked me, does anybody got on you? It says take charge of the situation. The take charge of the situation in this case is just telling me that stop worrying about that shit. Nothing is wrong. You can do it.
Okay.
So to answer your question, there's nobody putting any hexes or spell or curses on you. There is not one on you.
Okay.
And now, what's your next question?
Okay. In my relationship, will I have oh no, I should put it in direct form. Will my husband and I get back together, or is it done relationship?
Will her husband and her get back together, or has the husband moved on? It says spiritual laws of attraction. Will her husband get back with her, or has he moved on? It says yoga. Will her husband get back with her, or has he moved on? And it says priorities. You got spiritual laws of attraction, meaning that you guys were meant to be together. You guys are gonna come back together. So yes, that's one that says yes. Will you and your husband get back together? You have yoga. You guys are. This means that they telling me that you guys are missing each other physically. That you crave him physically, and he craves you too physically. So he haven't moved on.
Okay.
So that means yes. Again, he's gonna stumble his ass back around and stumble back up in your heart, and vice versa. And you guys are gonna get back together. The third card has my husband moved on, or will we get back together? It got priorities. This meaning that he still value you as a high commodity in his life. You're still his priority. He still wants to take care of you. Your issue is you're too busy looking at all the negative. You haven't focused on what you can do to make him feel secure enough to come back. And I'm just being honest with you.
Okay, yeah, I want that.
You know what it is that you're not doing. I'm not gonna say doing. You know what it is that you can do better to get this man back in your good graces, but you're not. Offering a hug or two, or when you see him still telling him about the wrong he did, or vice versa, is not gonna make him want to come back. The Spirit is saying, forgive, forget. Well, forgive, don't forget, but damn, get your man. If you want him back, do what you gotta do. It's not weak. It's not stupid. It's not being taken advantage of. It's love.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with the next question. Did that answer your question about that?
Yeah. What I wanted to know, he lives with his grown daughter.
Okay.
Do you see her leaving the home? Because if she's in the home, I don't want to go back there. Too much happen.
Gotcha. Again, remember what the card just said. You asked me, do you see yourself getting back with your husband? Now, the Spirit is talking. See, now we're having a conversation. The spirit is talking. Now, you ask the spirit to say, are you getting back with this man? The spirit tell you yes, you're going to get back with him.
Yeah.
But the man value you as a priority. He craves your body, and it's the spiritual laws of attraction. He wants you. Now, you just put the brakes on that energy. When you say, oh, because his daughters is in the home, I don't want to deal with that. Because his daughter. So now you're willing to give up on getting your husband back, all due to the fact of a grown girl who you had an argument with. That's not logical. Because you're saying too much has happened.
Yeah, but because she was the one who told him to make me go, and then he made me go. That's why I'm
Okay.
saying that.
Okay, then that's not, then you got to look at it different. Look at it like this. Look at it like she may not care for you being with her father.
Right.
But that doesn't stop him from wanting to be with you.
Right.
Start, if you guys are already in two separate places, start seeing him again, vice versa, and then she will have no choice but to either accept what he says or move the fuck on. But don't give her the power and you sitting in misery. You don't even know that you can ask this man for money. You didn't even see that you can ask your ex-husband for money.
Yeah.
You see how the block is going here?
No, because he keeps crying. He always says, I don't have money. I don't have money.
That's not the case. He says he don't have money because you're not really doing what you're supposed to do. He wants to know his investment gonna pay off. Listen, you guys are gonna get back together if you do what you need to do. This is not me talking. This is the spirit talking. But as long as you allow that girl to have the power, then you're screwed. Now,
I know.
so I'm gonna ask the card to your question. Will the girl move out? You ask.
Yeah.
Will the daughter leave the house soon? Will the daughter leave the house? No, spirit. Let me rephrase that. Will the daughter leave so they can be together? It says persistence. Will the daughter leave so they can be together? Persistence. It says work your magic. Will the daughter leave so they can be together? It says mother, wife, sister, daughter. Okay, the spirit is upset and I'm upset, but I'm finna tell you what they're saying. Will the daughter leave so you and your husband can get back together? It says persistent. You have to stop sitting over there worrying about all the negativity, and you have to go get this man. You have to be persistently pursuing this man.
No.
You're not doing that. Okay, will.
I don't keep calling and sometimes you don't answer.
Okay,
So I
that's.
feel like I'm bothering you.
It doesn't matter. Do you love him?
Yeah.
Do you want to be with him?
Yeah.
So bother him.
But if he doesn't answer the phone, you call, he doesn't answer. You text, he doesn't answer. You spend like a whole month before he answers my call.
There's been stories throughout time where lovers have pursued their true heart's desire for years until they finally realize, hey, I'm with you, I'm here for you. Just because he don't want to hear this shit. What?
I say it's like 4 years since I left the home, and we see now and then, but then that's a long time. That's why I'm asking.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what the spirit say. You can do what you want to do after this reading. I'm just gonna tell you what the spirit say because you're gonna be grown and you gotta do it. So let me finish. So you gotta be persistent in order to get this man back. Once you start liking him again and y'all start liking each other, be persistent. You have the power to push the daughter out. You have the power to bring him back to you, and the daughter can live where she go. You have the power to push the daughter out because he can't get what he can get from you, from the daughter. So you have the power, or you're gonna let somebody else come up there and take him. Second card, will the daughter leave? It says work your magic. Work your magic. Work your magic. This is something that you need to be doing. Not the spirit. You are stagnant with this thing. You're not getting this man because of you. Work your magic. The third thing that says, will the daughter leave? You got mother, wife, sister, daughter. You are that man's mate, his wife. However you perceive yourself to be. Why the hell are you letting the daughter rule what rightfully yours? You are the cause for not getting this man back. I don't care what happened to split you guys up. You are the reason this man is not in your life anymore, because you're too laxadiddle. You're too, oh, I need a spell to get this shit done. I need magic to get this man back. When only thing you have to do is physically touch this guy and remind him who you are, his wife, his helpmate, what you did for him, what he did for you. This is your issue. No magic.
Okay.
You got another question?
Bring my daughter on college, like a school, her environment, you know, how you see her for the school year coming up.
So let me get that right. So you want me to read what your daughter is doing in college?
No.
No, because I'm not going to do that. That's her business.
No. Read education-wise.
Okay, education-wise, you want to know how is she going to do in school coming next year?
Right.
Okay, or how she's doing in school right now?
No, she did okay. I know she did
Okay.
Just that she had a little up and down before.
Okay, so, Spirit, put her mind at ease about the daughter. Is her daughter going to finish school? Is the daughter going to finish school? Is the daughter going to do okay in college and in school? It says, let it go. Is the daughter going to do all right in school? Is the daughter doing right? It says, you are seeing the situation accurately. Is the daughter going to do okay in school? It says, you can do it. Now, I don't know if you're going to like what I got to tell you, but the Spirit is saying this. You need to get out your daughter's business. She know what she's doing and she's handling herself. The Spirit told me to tell you to let your daughter be grown.
Okay.
She know what she's doing. Second card, how your daughter going to do in school. It says you are seeing the situation clearly. You raised that girl to be pretty good. You know what she's capable of, and you gotta trust her. You feel she's trustworthy, you're just afraid that she's gonna make some mistakes. You're wrong. You know she's not gonna go and make no mistakes.
Okay.
And then the third card says you can do it. This is a call to you. You can let this lady go and let her be an adult. And you can do it. Let that issue go. And put all your energy into getting your husband back, because this is who you really want. Because the Spirit just told me, if you had this man in your life, you wouldn't be worried about your daughter. You would be focusing on him. It's no maybe. You will say, get out. You'll tell her, get out the house. Don't come back. Go find you somewhere. Me and him together. Yada, yada. It's just that you have nothing to occupy your time. So you're like, okay, I need her to be strong. I need her to be this. I need her to be that. The Spirit say, let that go.
Okay.
So now that was your 35 minute reading. I'm glad I know you needed a consultation. Did you get all the answers you needed to the questions?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Oh wow, that was a difficult one. But again, I'm gonna go back to those two cards. You emotional about finances.
Yeah.
The first card was telling you the truth. The two of water, and it had to do with money. You need to learn to ask your husband to come back. Notice now I'm finna take it all the way back to the second card, which was the third house of communication, when you had Elegba. Elegba says he's opening the door for you to get into communication with the person you need to ask for this economic affair. I probably messed you up and said money. But economic affairs mean living together, co-parenting, housing, all that good stuff. So the doorway is open for you to communicate with your husband, but you are not doing it. This is your reading.
Okay.
Now you understand the first two cards that we was fighting for 18 minutes to understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy you understood. My spirit is sitting over here happy you understood. So we're happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo! No problem. That completes your reading, and you know what the cards have told you to do. Do it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll keep in touch.
Please do. Please do. Please keep in touch, because I think I got to give you another pep talk.
Yeah.
We gonna get you right. I'm the Baron. We here to get you right, okay?
Yeah.
All right. You have a great evening, and God bless you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Lord of mercy. That was tough, but she got it at the end. All right, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I'm the Baron, and remember, trust in your universe, because at the end of the day, you all you got. Take care.